What's up, guys? So I'm gonna go ahead and do a tutorial real quick. I have not creased these legs and arms yet, but I already did a tutorial on creasing. So what I'm gonna do is let my dog in the room for a second. 1 second. Alright, sorry, I had to let my dog in my bedroom. So anyway, I'm gonna do a tutorial on nail tips, how I do them anyway. You're gonna need something sharp, so I'm gonna recommend a pair of tweezers, or I personally use tweezers just because they have a round point to them, so it doesn't, hurt the vinyl. If I could even find them. I know they're in here somewhere. I lose stuff very easily. Okay, those will work. Or a pair of scissors, whatever really works for you. I have both. So this is this is one hand already. I'm trying to get it in light and get it to focus for you guys. I apologize. I can't get it to focus. Okay, y'all can see the nail tips now. So that is how they are supposed to look. I don't do the half specks or the moons or anything on the fingernail. I just do the basic tip. Personally, I don't like the moons. So, I'm gonna go ahead and show you on this hand now. And y'all can watch me up close as I do this. If it would focus. There we go. So you're just gonna simply got the pan on your brush directly from the jar. You're just gonna very lightly take it across the fingertip. And it's gonna look messy at first. Always does. Unless you just get lucky and get that perfect swipe the first time. That's when you take your scissors and you just line it up on both sides. Okay. And then if you accidentally take off too much, just add it back. And there you go. Fingertip. So you can just do that with the rest of the fingernails also. I'm super shaky right now. I don't know why, but I am. It sometimes even helps if you open up the scissors. Oh, I just took that fingertip off. Well, you gotta love reboarding, guys. Mistakes will happen all the time. They happen to me all the time. I don't care how long you've been doing this. You'll always make mistakes. Like, it is what it is. That's just, how it goes. I really wish I had my pair of tweezers because it would be so much easier to line this up. It doesn't help if you're shaky, guys, but I've had quite a bit of coffee today. I think that probably is doing it for me. Perfect. Okay, so now I gotta go back and do this fingernail because I accidentally hit it and erased it. Took it off, but I actually just put it back on quite perfectly. That works. Now these inside fingers get difficult, so I just try to keep it fairly simple, keep it laid down, and you get it perfect every time. Or, don't, because that's just how I roll. I don't get it perfect every time. This is a tedious part of the reboarding process, just saying. I know some people think that, you know, the hair is pretty tedious. Well, you know, painting small details like this is also very tedious. I got those other two just perfect though, so that's good. Although that one's not dark enough. There we go. Oh, wait, I see a flaw. Got the flaw. We fixed the flaw, yay! Okay, so making sure you get the entire fingernail because that's, you know, necessary. But making sure it's straight also. Okay, and then there you have it, your nail tips. Which y'all can't hardly see because of the lighting in here, and I apologize. I usually do this in daylight, but now Twin Bee's toenails can get difficult because they are so itty bitty. But you know what? I manage every time. I have a very small bristle on the end of my brush. Kind of comes out to a point, and it helps a lot. I will say that. Now their big toe, you really just have to wing their big toe because they don't really have a toenail, to be honest with you. So you really just have to wing that big toe. It's almost non-existent. It really is non-existent, to be honest. Okay. But I get it. I get them every time. Y'all can't even see those. There's no point in even showing y'all that, because you won't see it. But and no, I have not creased these legs yet. It doesn't matter. If you want to do this step first, you can. It doesn't matter as long as it gets done. But typically this is the last step. This toenail is a bit more prominent than the other one, so that toenail is easier to manage. I literally didn't even paint that one. I did, but really barely. I don't like how that turned out either. It's like you don't want to tip their toenails, period, because they don't hardly have one. And then you want to fix your little mistakes however you have to. Line everything up good. Fill back in what you accidentally erase. Whatever you gotta do. And I'm rubbing the scissors so lightly on the vinyl it doesn't even matter. It's never going to hurt it. Ever. So. Okay. So now that those are done, I'm going to go ahead, put them in the oven, and I will crease these whenever they do come out. Actually, I can probably go ahead and do that now before I put them in. If I can find the brush. Oh, there it is. Alright. Alright, so since this doesn't take much, the twin B and twin A really don't take much to crease them. I'm just gonna go ahead and get her done. So all I do is under the toes. Sometimes you just gotta be careful. But like I said, even I still make mistakes. It is what it is. It's gonna happen. I have learned when you're creasing, only crease the deep creases. You don't have to crease everything, because then that makes it look bad. So just be aware of that as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and thin this out just a little bit because it's not thick, or it's not thin enough. And I'm going to go ahead and end this video, but keep that in mind when I was telling you about the creases. They don't always, not everything needs creased. It will look funny if everything is creased, so just yeah, keep that in mind, y'all, because you don't want everything to look dark or anything like that. So see, so like you want your creasing mix to have enough drag, but you don't want it to run. So basically in between the toes. That's a big one. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and I hope you guys benefited from it. Bye.